Hello, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato in Princeton, New Jersey. Today is Tuesday, November 1, 2011. Big troubles in the world stock markets. Markets are plunging because there's a big fear that because of a referendum called by the Greek Prime Minister Papandreou, that the so-called Euro rescue plan is unraveling already. And the fear is that if the Greek government loses the referendum vote, then the implications for Greece and Europe are big. Could mean that Greece is going to decide to stay in or out of the Euro currency union. Markets are taking the view, it seems, that the Greek Prime Minister will not be able to convince the electorate to remain in the European Monetary Union. First of all, the referendum is not until the spring. It's 6 months away. Secondly, why on earth would the Greeks leave the Euro? If the Euro was left by the Greeks, they would have to pay all of the debts up front. Nothing is going to happen. This is more hysteria resulting from the market. Meanwhile, in Cannes, France, this weekend, the G20 nations will be meeting, the leaders, including President Obama. 2 moderate earthquakes struck separately in China yesterday. No immediate reports of casualties or any serious damage. A 5.4 quake struck in northwestern Xinjiang, while another earthquake measuring 5.5 hit near Sichuan. They both occurred yesterday and no reports of any damage or injuries. In the United States, the big insurance company Allstate continues to get blasted by U.S. severe weather. They saw their 9-month income plummet by 90% to $64 million from the year earlier $632 million. Booked about $1.1 billion in cat losses. The combined losses went up now. The combined ratio is at 107.7% from 97%. Cat losses are accounting for about 19 of those points. And PartnerRe in Bermuda suffered a bruising $1.35 billion of cat losses in 2011, resulting in a net loss so far of about $503 million for the first 9 months. They confirmed their pre-announced third quarter cat losses of $165 million. This means that even with a stellar fourth quarter, it's very unlikely that Partner will avoid a loss for the year. And as expected, Validus announced this morning that they are resuming their hostile exchange offer for TRANSATLANTIC Re. This is after its month-long standstill agreement as they allegedly were negotiating with Mr. Orlick and TRANSATLANTIC Re. The announcement didn't cast any light on what occurred, if anything did, over the weekend as they were coming up on the expiry date this morning of the letter of intent. And here's an interesting picture. This is the capital of China, Beijing. This is something that was initially described as advection fog. It's now known as smog, a mixture of pollution and fog. There's a 13% increase in respiratory-related problems in Beijing, including asthma, bronchitis, and pneumonia, as well as a sharp rise in strokes. The Beijing Meteorological Bureau has issued 4 yellow alerts, cautioning residents to stay inside. The Environmental Protection Bureau says that there's only slight pollution. However, a microblog post from Zhang Zhangwei, a famous writer, captioned his picture of the Beijing sky, this one, with the air smells like sulfur perfume, as the capital city currently looks like a poisonous huge gas can. The American embassy is contradicting the meteorological index of slight pollution and says that Beijing has reached hazardous levels. Airport activity has been affected. 163 flights on Sunday were canceled because the pilots could not see the runways. That's the news for today. The stock markets are going down. We'll keep our eyes on it. All nervous Nellies over something that really doesn't mean anything. If there's breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching.